So lately I've seen a ton of videos here on YouTube claiming, oh, you can be a profitable trader in just 30 days or 90 days or whatever time frame these content creators are claiming that you can be profitable in. And sure, I'm the first one to admit that anything is possible. You can go put $100 on red on roulette right now 20 times in a row and it can hit. Just like it is possible that you could learn trading in a week. You can kind of get the idea of it and you can start to place orders within a week. And then who knows, maybe after 30 days, you're up 5% or something crazy because you went on a crazy win streak. That is definitely possible, but it's very, very important to understand that trading is a very long-term approach. And in order to become a successful trader, you have to start changing the way that your mindset is framed. And in this video, we're going to be breaking that down exactly. So I know the title of my video is how to become a profitable trader in 2 years. I want to make it very clear. The reason I made that title is because I see so many other people's titles being how to become profitable in 30 days and 90 days in these unrealistic time frames. So I just wanted to make it as realistic as possible. But even 2 years, I want to make clear, 2 years of trading isn't really that long. It is possible to be profitable after 2 years, but really after 2 years, if you put 100% dedication and time into trading, I do believe you could become profitable. But remember, that's going to take a ton of dedication. You're going to have to learn patience, discipline, you're going to have to study, and most importantly, the best thing that you can have to become a profitable trader is experience. And there's really no workaround experience. There's no hack for experience. There's no shortcuts. There's none of that. So all you really have to do is just have time in the markets. So if I were you guys and I was just beginning and you haven't even started trading yet, the first thing I would do is make sure that I actually have a good job. Because if you have a good job, you have money coming in, and what that means is security. And what that does is it automatically takes away the idea of I got to become a trader in 30 days. Because if you have the idea of, oh, I got to become a trader in 30 days or 90 days because some guy on YouTube said,
how to become a profitable trader in 30 days.
If you have that mindset, that is only going to be damaging to your mental state, and at the end of the day, it's going to be damaging to your bankroll or your account. So it is extremely important to change that mindset, and that all begins with actually making sure you have money coming in while you are learning this. I'm very fortunate enough to have had a good job. When I learned to trade, it paid for my bills, it paid for everything, so it took stress off of it where I could say, okay, even if trading doesn't work out for me, it's no big deal. I have a great job that pays well, and I know that not everyone's as lucky as me. I get that, but it is extremely important, and that is literally the first thing I would do is make sure you have a good job that you can go to that pays well so it can take that stress off of trading. Because if you don't have money coming in and you watched a few videos that say how to become a trader in 30 days, 90 days, you are going to feel that pressure of saying, I need to do this now. I don't really have a good job, right? Where if you have a good job, there's no pressure, right? Stress equals mistakes, in my opinion. If you are desperate, you are going to make desperate decisions. And that is the last thing you want to do when it comes to trading. So if you are a beginner trader watching this video, here's exactly the steps that I would take to try to become profitable in as least amount of time as possible. The first thing I would do is I would sign up for TradingView. It's free to sign up. Obviously, if you sign up for the free version, you're not going to get all of the perks of TradingView, but that's okay. The main idea is to just get started and just really just have the charts open at all times on your computer, just to kind of just get used to it, right? It's a new thing you're learning. You want to become as familiar with it as possible. Take, for example, let's say you were becoming an electrician or something like that. Don't you think the more you spend around people who are doing electrical work, electricians, the more time you spend around that, the more you're going to learn, obviously. So the more time you spend on the charts, the more you're going to learn. Just spending time on the charts, seeing how the candles move, right? I'm talking here as a complete beginner. That is definitely going to be necessary. You need to have time on the chart. So that is the first thing I would do. What I would get used to next is starting to place orders. So I would actually sign up for the paper trading account. I think you can do it for free on TradingView as well. You do the paper trading on TradingView, and all that does is it gets you used to placing an order. I'll make it very, very clear. I do not agree with paper trading unless you are paper trading in order to figure out how to place orders. So For example, when I first started trading, I use a Wanda broker to trade because with a Wanda you can place orders on TradingView. So what I did was just sign up for the TradingView paper trading account, and I place orders on the paper trading account just to get familiar with placing orders, so that when I place orders with real money, my thinking was going towards the trade, not towards placing the order. So the only reason I would suggest to paper trade is simply solely for the purpose of placing orders and getting familiar with that trading platform. But let's say TradingView went out of business and there was this whole entire new platform that we needed to place trades on instead of TradingView. What I would do if they had a paper trading option is I would then sign up for the paper trading account and learn how to place orders just to become familiar with it. And then after that, I would then immediately deposit whatever you feel comfortable with. For example, let's just say you don't have a ton of money. Let's just say you can put in $100, right? That's fine. That's great. $100. Most brokers, for my example, my broker, I can risk $1 if I really, really want. So for example, for me, what I did, I deposited a certain amount of money. I'm not going to say the exact amount. And what I would do when I first started is I would take trades all the time. Not all the time. I was just trying to get used to trading. And what I would do is just risk $5 a trade. To me, based on my account, that was not a lot of money to me. That $5 might be a lot of money to you. Or maybe you're a millionaire watching this video and you can put in a couple $100,000 and it means nothing to you. Maybe you can risk $200, and that to you, maybe that $200 is like the $5 it was to me. All I'm saying is risk what's comfortable to you, where you don't mind losing a bunch of those in a row. And all that is it helps you build that mental stability in your head and that mental framework that you need to become a trader. Because guys, trading, yes, it is about having a strategy. It's about placing the orders, being on the charts, knowing what to look for, recognizing patterns. All that stuff is extremely important. I 100% agree. But a huge aspect of trading is having that discipline to place the same trade over and over and over and over again, no matter how bad the drawdown is that you are in or what's going on in your life. And I'll be speaking from experience right now. I had a great routine going the last couple months, and then we started doing renovations in my house, and we are actually doing a lot of it myself, me and my dad. So I've been very, very busy lately, and my routine definitely got thrown a curveball, and I kind of got off of my routine. And I can see an immediate effect in my trading, where my trading was still fine, but I was definitely missing out on things because of the busyness. So I'm just saying that life can throw you a curveball sometimes. It's important to work up your mental ability and your mental framework. It's good to get used to that as soon as possible. That's why I always recommend to beginner traders to not paper trade, but to trade with just a small amount. So that is the first thing I will be doing if you want to start to be on the road to success when it comes to trading. And at the same time, this first year, you should be trying to learn as much as possible. Get on YouTube, look up different strategies, just become immersed in the trading world. There's so many videos out there. There's a lot of good content creators, and obviously there's a lot of bad ones as well. In my opinion, I've done videos on that in the past, where you have to be careful who you are watching. You want to be following honest people who actually have your best interest in mind, and people who are actually telling the truth and aren't just saying, oh, you can be profitable in 30 days, no worries. Oh, you can turn $1 into $20,000 in a couple days. Like, you want to make sure that you are watching high quality content, in my opinion. So you want to be learning as much as possible. Practice different strategies, test different things. You might not trade exactly how I trade. You might find something that works for you by noticing your own patterns and by risking real money. And then by year 2, you should start to keep trading the strategy that you like. And obviously after the first year, you're probably going to start to notice things and patterns that you like. Maybe you like to only trade with the trend, or maybe you actually found a really, really good counter trend strategy. For example, myself, I prefer trading with the trend, but it's definitely possible that maybe you guys prefer actually trading against the trend. So maybe you found a pattern that you like. And I highly suggest, after year 2, roughly, right? It doesn't have to be the exact day, but you want to start to trade that exact strategy and start to refine that exact strategy and system. Year 2 is you're really going to start to learn about yourself, and your emotions, and you're going to experience drawdowns, which there's no workaround, guys. That's why you will not be a profitable trader in 30 days, because you don't have the experience. And even if you are a profitable trader in 30 days, you'll most likely become unprofitable the next 30 days because you won't have that experience of experiencing drawdowns. Because year 2, by now, you should have at least experienced at least a 6% drawdown or something like that, where it's going to test you mentally, and are you able to pull the trigger? Are you able to stick to that strategy? And I highly, highly recommend, once you find a system that you know that works through your back testing. Stick to that system, and if you lose 7 in a row, 8 in a row, which can happen, it can be damaging to your mental state, and it's important to stick to that strategy, especially if you know it works over time, if you have tested it. If you compare this year to, again, to like a skilled trade, whether it's electrical, plumbing, whatever, at least here in Canada, there's a 4-year apprenticeship that you go through with trades. Obviously, you're learning the entire time, but the reason it's 4 years and then you're quote unquote a pro after that 4 years is because within that 4 years, you should have experienced enough where you've come through, you know how to react in most situations. Obviously, even after 4 years, there could be things that come up where you might have to ask for help, and that's fine. The same thing goes with trading. You need to experience so much time in the markets to really experience those drawdowns, those, you know, crazy winners in a row, and making sure you don't get too excited, right? So it's really all about experience. And even after year 2, if you're 100% dedicated, you could be profitable, most likely by a small amount, maybe not by a huge fraction, but at least somewhat. That's at least my personal experience. I was somewhat profitable, but in reality, it could take up to 3-4 years to become a professional trader, in my opinion. So remember, guys, to wrap up this video, this is a long-term approach. Change your mindset, change the way you think about it. Try to learn first and earn later. Try to become in love with trading. Learn as much as you can. Become obsessed with learning about trading. That is personally what I did. I became obsessed with it because I knew that if you became obsessed with trading, the money is only going to come. You can take one thing from this video, take that. With that being said, I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. I know I forgot to mention that earlier, but I love making this video. I'm very passionate about this, so hopefully you guys can see that. So I would appreciate a subscribe if you're new to the channel, and obviously a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And as always, guys, I do weekly Forex forecasts here on YouTube every single week, every single Friday, so check it out. Anyways, take care, guys. Have a fantastic day.